Welcome, everyone, to our beginner-friendly English podcast. Today, we're taking you inside a post office. Imagine you walk in holding a small package, maybe a gift for a friend. Where do you start?
Thanks for having me. When you first enter, it's helpful to greet the postal worker with a friendly hello. This sets a polite tone and helps you feel more comfortable.
Absolutely. Using greetings like good morning or hi is a great way to begin any service interaction. From here, how should a customer introduce their request?
A simple and effective phrase is, "I'd like to send a package." Speaking clearly and slowly helps ensure the worker understands you, especially if English isn't your first language.
Let's dig into that phrase, "I'd like to." It's extremely useful in shops, restaurants, and of course, the post office. How does this help learners sound polite?
Great question. "I'd like to" is a soft, polite way to express what you want. For example, "I'd like to send this package." It's more courteous than saying "I want to" and is common in English-speaking countries.
Could you give us a few more examples using this structure, maybe related to mailing?
Certainly, you might say, "I'd like to buy some stamps," or "I'd like to know how much it costs." Practicing these sentences builds confidence for real-life situations.
Transitioning now, let's clarify some essential post office words. When learners hear package or envelope, what exactly do these mean?
A package is any box or wrapped item you want to send. An envelope is a flat paper holder for letters or documents. Both need to have the correct address and a stamp before mailing.
And what about the word stamp? Why is it important?
A stamp is a small sticker you buy at the post office. It shows you've paid for delivery. Without it, your letter or package won't be sent.
Once you're ready to send your item, the postal worker might ask, standard or express? What's the difference between these two shipping options?
Standard delivery is usually slower and less expensive. Express delivery is much faster, sometimes overnight, but it costs more. For example, in the US, express mail can deliver within 1 or 2 days.
That's helpful to know. If someone is unsure, what's a good question to ask the postal worker?
You could say, "How long does delivery take?" Or, "What is the price difference between standard and express?" These questions help you choose the best option.
Now, let's focus on asking about preciseza, practical skill in any country. What's the most natural way to ask, how much does it cost? At the post office?
The classic question is, "How much does it cost to send this package?" You can also specify, like, "How much is it to send a letter to Canada?" Using "how much" is straightforward and polite.
Is it common to ask for a breakdown, like if there are extra fees?
Definitely. You might ask, "Are there any additional charges?" Or, "Does that include tracking?" This helps avoid surprises and clarifies exactly what you're paying for.
Let's transition to another crucial detail, the address. What are the best practices when giving an address to the postal worker?
Always speak slowly and spell out tricky names or numbers. For example, 1, 2, 3 Main Street, apartment 4B. If possible, write it down so the worker can double-check.
That's great advice. Is it okay to ask the worker to repeat the address back for confirmation?
Absolutely. You can say, "Could you please repeat the address?" This ensures your package goes to the right place and shows you care about accuracy.
A common question is about tracking. How can customers ask for and use a tracking number?
You can ask, "Can I track the delivery?" If tracking is available, the worker will give you a tracking number unique code. Entering this code online lets you follow your package's journey step by step.
That's reassuring. What should a learner do if they lose their tracking number?
If you lose it, visit the post office with your receipt. Sometimes, the staff can retrieve your number. It's smart to take a photo of the tracking slip or email confirmation for safety.
Now, let's touch on pronunciation. Many learners worry about being understood. What strategies help when speaking English at the post office?
Slow down your speech and emphasize key words like package or address. For example, say tracking number with clear syllables. Don't be afraid to repeat yourself if needed.
That's so important. Is it common for native speakers to ask for clarification too?
Absolutely. Even native speakers repeat or spell things out, especially in noisy places. Asking politely, "Could you say that again, please?" is always acceptable.
Let's briefly review. Today, we covered making polite requests, essential vocabulary, and practical questions for sending mail. How can these skills help learners outside the post office?
Great question. Polite phrases like "I'd like to" and clear pronunciation are useful in banks, hotels, or any service setting. Mastering these basics boosts confidence when traveling or living abroad.
And these phrases are building blocks for more advanced English, right?
Exactly. Once you're comfortable in these situations, it becomes much easier to handle more complex conversations, like applying for a job or renting an apartment.
Before we wrap up, it's time for a speaking challenge. Listeners, imagine you're at the post office. What questions will you ask?
Try saying, "I'd like to send this package. How much does it cost? Can I track the delivery?" Practice out loud, focusing on clear pronunciation.
That's a great exercise. If listeners feel nervous, what's one tip to overcome speaking anxiety?
Remember, practice makes progress. Record yourself, listen back, and repeat. Each time you try, you're building real communication skills for everyday life.